Yeah, no.
Where's
He's,
Greg?
he's probably clenching on for dear life at this moment.
Okay.
Where is Greg still with me? No, he's not. I think he
Um,
bailed. He
Jack,
bailed
really?
forever ago.
What that I'd have to look over.
Yeah, like so
Yeah,
the reason why I'm asking is because the ship is actually being kind of bounced around a little bit in the water, which is unnormal for this ship,
Mm-hmm.
abnormal, and so you'd have to make a dex check to get over and view the edges properly, because it being a undead pirate ship, they don't care much for safety, so there's plenty of holes in the railings and stuff.
Yep, definitely not going to the railing. Nope.
I'll go. Fine.
Yeah. Otherwise, like if no one goes, I would summon like my helmsman and I'd just
In-
jump in.
instead of like walking that there though, I'll teleport in 30-foot spurts using Misty Step.
Good call.
I
That,
can do that indefinitely now.
that circumvents the saving throw, so good job.
Nice.
Um, More so, you don't have to make a perception check because you see the hunter below the ship. You see the form just kind of following along, almost like, in every horror movie ever where there's like the big creature underneath the ship from top down view.
Just kind of chilling there.
Yeah, I mean, it's insanely fast. Like the ship's traveling at full speed and it's just kind of basically circling the ship.
Oh.
Okay, so it's not like sitting in front of the bow, but it's like.
Circling. Yep.
All right. Yes, our friend is here.
No, it's keeping up.
Quite easily.
What kind of horsepower does that thing have?
Probably
That's a lie.
space adjacent horsepower.
At least one.
Link horsepower.
Yep.
Push power.
And then I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw as the ship comes to a screeching halt.
Oh.
I do want you to say that I want all of you to succeed on this because this will hurt otherwise.
Well, I rolled high.
I also rolled average.
Yeah.
24 for me.
Only 21.
17 for Rock.
Also, because this might matter soon, how about how long has gone by since the start of our conversation?
Oh yeah. How long have you been on fire?
Yeah.
Are you traveling around the ship on fire?
Well, I'm not actually on fire. They're casting their like fire damage attack on me.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Not the one that sets me on fire, because I don't want to set the ship on fire.
Yeah, I mean, that's up to you how long you guys would have been sitting there. That's what I was asking before, but no one answered, so I just...
Oh.
I
Yeah,
don't know,
I
like,
guess.
about how long has it been until he gets to us from, like, when we're sailing?
How long does it take to load the other ship onto the ship?
I mean, it's been at least about 15 minutes minimum.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah,
Have
like,
cool.
because, like, probably just setting up the crane probably took the longest portion of that. Because the crane's, like, underneath the ship, technically, like, in the cargo area, and it's gotta, like, be unfolded and stuff.
Right.
So...
So I gotta print off the new and updated god artifacts. Can my ship fly, or does it just, like, can I seriously just pull up and?
No.
Okay.
Let me pull up.
Because I have to bring up the actual doc. I have a print off, but it's old.
I've got it pulled up. Does not float. It flies 5 feet to 30 feet in the air.
Yeah, so...
Not. Yeah, I can't.
And currently that's not working. So...
Okay.
Because normally you float through water, like you don't actually touch the water.
Mm-hmm.
But currently it is hitting the waves.
Excuse me. Okay.
Yeah. So...
Dex save.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, so you guys all did decent.
Oh, and my starlings are here. I need them to roll, I assume.
Yep. If they're aboard the ship.
Yep. Alright. We got a 16, 19, 13.
Okay, did you roll for Solus?
He is in the bag of holding right now,
Okay.
because windy.
I assumed, but I just want to check.
And he got hurt
So everyone's fine except for Pierce, who goes overboard.
Oh no.
And the girl.
Yeah, he's literally just staring at the girl and just splash. Like anybody that's watching, it's like those scenes where like people are like standing on a bike and then the bike hits something and they go launching off the bike, where the person just like flies through the air like a
Oh, that's
yeah. Because the thing is, you guys are on the front of the ship, so he has nowhere to go. So he just goes whoosh, splash. Being a vampire,
oh dear.
moving water is not good for you.
Yeah, that is not good.
But if I take damage, I can reaction turn into mist.
Yep.
Snap a Pierce! Stick a Pierce!
So you actually do take a ton of damage, which you don't have to worry about writing down because you have fast healing.
Yep.
So, like, you just see like a mist cloud come back onto the ship and reform, and Pierce does not look good for a few seconds.
Just
Yeah.
jump in,
And,
just-
like
Yeah.
half of his face is like melting off, and then it kind of like reforms. He like pushes it back up onto his face, and then it reforms. Yeah, that was almost really bad for you. You're like the one person that had that could have gone really bad for.
Always prepared.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm glad I forgot you had that. Actually, that's good. The ship is basically sitting in the air currently, being hoisted up by tentacles.
Huh.
Definitely from the hunter. And an apparition appears on the bow of the ship. It appears very. It looks like a What's the right way to put it? Almost like an illithid, but not an illithid. A very octopusy humanoid creature.
Davy Jones.
Kind of, yeah, but not like an actual octopus. More of just like he has tentacles and stuff. But yes, that's a good summation of it. Tentacly face, tentacly arms, but still standing upright. The apparition is floating about 7 to 10 feet from the sky, or from the floorboards, just kind of hovering there. And he looks directly at the girl. He says, "She cannot leave here. It is not her time."
Who are you?
The hunter.
Why is she tied to this time?
This is her spawn point. She must always start here. It is not her time to leave here. Events must take place precisely when they're supposed to. I have allowed you to interfere this far because I was curious. But now you're interfering too much.
Why though?
Well, we are curious, and we would like some answers as to what this time, or this series of events is that needs to happen.
It is not my place to answer.
Well, it was also not your
So-
place to let us interfere, and you have. Therefore, you can decide.
I am not an information broker of any sort. The knowledge I possess is very specific. If you wish answers, he points to the temple. You seek them there.
Ugh, we just came from there.
You have not entered that island.
You serve a master then?
I serve a force.
Does this force have a name?
It does not.
What is it?
It is a current, a flow. It continues to expand and contrast, loop in on itself.
And
It
she
is
is
everywhere.
caught in the current?
She is. She is what you could consider What is that called? A fulcrum, if you will. Several events are tied to her action.
How so? She was never part of this world.
I think you're closer than you think with your ideas. This is not your world.
It's not her world either, though.
This is. Well, actually, I take that back. Jacobs was talking. This is your world.
Really?
A fragment of the old world.
And she cannot leave it?
A powerful fragment. An important one. Nothing in these universes disappear forever. They get reused, recycled.
Are there other pieces of my world left?
That is beyond my scope of knowledge.
Can she come to the temple?
Yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
In fact, I would like nothing more than to see you bring her to that temple.
Now I don't do it.
Do you know if it would release her of the binding? I don't wish for her to repeat a single day.
Imagine it would end her repeating yes.
I imagine it would end it.
There is a very sinister smile upon his octopusy face.
Your force that you follow called to us, you know. We saw this place while traveling.
Yes, its powers is far beyond that of a simple universe.
And so it was able to contact us outside of its own, fragmentation.
Yes. The forces from the early universes do not interact in the same way that you perceive. They
Well-
act from outside.
Well, I don't know what great importance Aresis has in this time fragment, but she doesn't deserve to be tethered like this. And I aim to free her in a non-nefarious way. So you can keep your snickers and plots to yourself.
So while you're talking, he lands on the ship with a thud.
Yeah.
Again, he's ethereal as well, looking. Anyways, he's an apparition of sorts. Then I'll offer you a bargain.
I'm listening.
The event that causes her to loop is the event, he stomps on the ship, that put this into being. You can have her, but you can't have the ship then. The ship will cease to exist. For it is her soul that built this ship.
The ship is her.
You hear yes in Sylvan. I remember now.
Holy shit.
Well, I mean,
All right. Rock looks at you. Rock looks at Jacobs and says, "You're probably beginning to be a bad influence on me." And then Rock says, "I just had a thought that I swear you'd put into my brain. We're gods. Why can't we have our cake and eat it too?"
You're right. Why can't we? I believe I can have both. And I'm a pirate. Damn it, I'm taking both.
Pierce just hold on to the railing.
What?
He's like, "Ah, shit!" Grabs onto the railing.
Oh, he touches.
I don't.
I assure you that a fight is not in your favor here.
It never is. And yet, we're still here.
I didn't say fight you.
You don't understand. Unless you plan on seeing what's inside that temple, I must take the girl now. Or the ship. Your choice. I have given you long enough. While you guys can talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna run upstairs and grab a drink really quick. So you guys can feel free to chat. He'll just stand there and stare at you guys while you talk.
Okay.
Alright, I am in camp. Fuck creepy octopus dude.
Yeah. And I am. Mike is willing to do the trade, but not Jacobs. That's rough. I spent my entire life trying to get this fucking ship.
I mean, the ship is way cooler than your dead friend. Sorry.
Right.
Right.
Like, Kenna would never. Well, Kenna might say that actually, but
Yeah. Maybe not in that. Maybe not in that.
maybe not
class.
quite so blunt.
Yeah. Right. The uses of the Dreadpool are endless.
But
We don't know.
well, also it's just like a fascinating artifact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm okay with Camp Fuck You. I think we should have an escape plan though. If we do that.
What's up with the temple? Do you think it
Well,
would?
I think if we go into the temple, it's obviously a trap.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if we can get any information while spelunking, like if we'd be able to learn, maybe not weaknesses, but information which could lead to weaknesses, vulnerabilities.
Sure, we could learn something, but also I think it would probably put us in a worse position, regardless of what we learned.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, the ship can't be destroyed, so even if it gets messed up, it will come back eventually. We all have.
The
ways
downside
to
is it's not working the way it's supposed to, so it might actually be in danger here.
Yeah.
Stay here. Wherever we are.
I see what you mean. I guess I've never tested it being ethereally destroyed before. Honestly, I've only had it while I was mortal. I had it longer while I was mortal than while I've been this way. So
All right, I'm back. How's it going?
I think we've all joined camp. Fuck that guy.
Oh, that seems familiar.
Yeah.
I want your car. Fuck you.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Cool.
Yep. God
We
damn
will
it.
burn this city to the ground.
Well, I mean, didn't we turn his city into a crater?
I mean, that was by accident.
Yeah.
But
It
yes.
was a happy accident, though.
It's a similar
Why
repeat
does-
of my characters.
Why does everyone want my vehicles?
Because they're cool.
Yeah, you have really cool vehicles. What happens?
God damn it.
You brought it on yourself.
Well, try and take fucking Solus or something.
I mean, he's just a familiar these days.
Just
5th edition ruined familiars.
All right. So yes, we pretty much have decided that we're not giving up the girl and we're not giving up the ship. Your move.
So be it. He begins to pull the ship underwater.
Oh, good.
Rock will attempt to attack tentacles that he can see.
And I guess
Yeah.
I'll have the whole
You have a
crew do
ranged
the
weapon?
same.
Do what?
Do you have a ranged weapon?
Yeah, I've got hand axes.
Okay.
I'll 100% start chucking hand axes at it.
Yeah, because, I mean, like, his tentacles are through the bottom of the ship at this point. They're not like up over the bow of the ship.
Oh.
Oh, I thought they were, but yeah, I'll 100% start chucking hand axes. I've got a dozen of them.
Okay. So I'm gonna
And I
give you
just.
guys some disappointment. Your weapons can't hurt him.
Oh dear.
Doesn't mean I couldn't try.
No, no. You hit him. Nice solid down, but your axe just kind of like tings off like the guy on the Titanic propeller.
That's a rough thing.
Like your axe goes down, and just hits and goes ting, splash.
How
God damn it, that was my good one too.
can we try and teleport with the dread pool?
Yeah, that's. I mean, I I started shouting orders and like prepare for evasive action, and then I try to teleport out, and of course it doesn't work. But
Actually, it does work.
woo!
Boom!
Like, have any of you guys ever watched Stargate SG-1?
A little.
Yeah.
When I was younger.
Well, they always seem to get everything at the last possible second, like literally. Like it's like 3, 2, 1, bomb stops. That's kind of what happens here. Like it drags this ship down really fast.
I start climbing.
What's that?
I would be climbing.
Yeah, like,
Nice.
Here's the top of the crow's nest. Oh,
Like speed scamper up there.
there was no fight in him whatsoever. It's pure flight.
You don't understand. Water bad.
Yeah.
Water bad.
But it becomes very apparent that like anything you guys do is completely unaffected on this thing. And the way it's grabbed onto the ship, it literally just had its like tentacles through like the bottom windows and stuff where the cannons would be. It had no desire to like bring its tentacles over the ship. It just began to pull it straight down. So water was just kind of splashing up and creating like a whirlpool where you guys were at. And like the last second before like the water comes flowing in on you guys teleport. So where are you teleporting to?
Oh. Shit.
Somewhere else.
Yeah. I mean.
Pick a place. Just like the ocean.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like way back at like the beginning of our journey or something.
Maybe not at the beginning.
But like,
She's like, that was a long time.
Yeah.
really? How long? I thought it was like a week.
A month at least.
Yeah, you guys were up for over a month.
Holy bejesus.
Yeah, let's not start over.
I'm surprised that we haven't fucking killed someone, like one of ourselves. Like, jeez, I hate you more.
Killed at least 3 dozen of your crewmates who just regenerate the next day.
Yep, that's yeah. We take it out. Like every time Rock gets pissed at me, it's like, Rock, just go kill Smith over there.
Yep.
That's what he's here for.
Doesn't know which one Smith is, so he kills 3 to be sure.
Yep. Good job. You got all 3 Smiths. All right, yeah. So I put us like maybe 2 days back or something.
Okay. I'm assuming on the other line of the sketchy teleporting, like, through the plains areas.
Yeah. Before we started doing that crap.
Well, before or after all of it? Because after would put you past it. If it was before, then you'd just have to go through that.
Do we have to go? Oh, no. Yeah, right. Yeah, we would want after. Right. After the line. 'Cause then,
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much where you first saw Aresis.
Right.
Okay. So, your ship hits the water with a loud thud and continues to ride on the waves. And because you got somebody super smart on your ship,
Hey.
Kenna, it's probably because the girls aboard the ship that this ship is now a little more material.
Huh.
It's more
More
shippy.
grounded,
Yep,
anchored.
that is a better term, yep. It is technically anchored to this plane.
Hmm.
Well, why the hell?
Are we on the material plane?
Yep.
Right now? Okay. The ethereal part of the ship is being anchored to the material part because of the presence of your curious specter friend.
Huh. That is quite odd.
And now that all the fun is over, your ethereal specter friend is no longer a specter.
Oh.
Oh,
She is a fleshy McFlesherson.
That's impressive.
By the way, she has no knowledge of it. She's just kind of sitting on like the bow of the ship, just hanging out by her ship.
Does she have memories of
Is
like
the ship
everything?
ethereal?
Yep.
Huh.
No, the ship's fine. The ship's also material.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
But she's just sitting there, just kind of waiting. Doesn't seem to notice that she's not a ghost anymore.
Hey, your case of dead cleared up.
She chuckles. She says, "Hey, I laughed."
Yeah.
She looks down, sees her hands. She's like, "I'm alive."
And I look at Pierce. Is she?
She is.
Yeah. Still up in the crow's nest.
You're really regretting coming to see what we were doing, aren't you?
Yeah, every time he comes to you, it's some kind of danger, and in this particular, it's like the worst possible thing for him.
Like as soon as you teleported, you smell the sea and you look around. You're like, no.
That's why. Why are we on the sea?
Only has one teleportation per day.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, Kenna could get
But-
you somewhere.
as great of a scenario this is, it also comes with a caveat, and that is that she's still shot in the head, so she passes out into a coma and bleeds from the head.
Oh fuck! Shit!
Oh,
Immediately do something about that.
well. How
I'm
severe is it? How severe is being shot in the head?
She's not dead, but like it's like her wound is not like causing her to die. She is just in a coma from the wound itself.
I can probably heal it, Jacobs.
Well, fucking get on it.
Okay.
Let's not make this fucking the return of fucking Christmas part 2 here. Hurry up.
I'll cast Life Transfer and see if that works first.
It does not.
Okay. So I take 16 points of necrotic damage for nothing then.
What the hell did you do? That didn't work.
Well, she,
I'll save just a little bit of time just on the roleplay, just because like while it's cool to roleplay it, it's actually really simple. Kenna, you know the consciousness is in the ship. That's how magic items work, is the soul gets transferred over to the magical item.
oh, so she's
Soulless.
physically intact.
Yes. Mentally, not there.
Hmm.
It is the ship.
So I'll speak in Sylvan.
So the problem is, most likely, is the entire universe is probably trying to fix the paradox of there being two of her,
Right.
and this is its best.
It kills the body.
So I'll speak in Sylvan to the ship and say, Aresis, the ship, do you have memories of existing in this the body just now?
For a brief moment, yes. It's actually much easier to talk now than it used to be.
Creak.
So your consciousness probably fused with the split consciousness of the body.
I have no idea what that means.
Okay. That's fine.
You are talking to a 13-year-old girl.
So then I'll speak to Jacobs. Also, I think her consciousness is fused together, and the ship took this one's. So her body is soulless. That being said, there's probably some magical way that we can get her to be able to project into the body, I guess. Not something I can do right now, but I'm sure I could figure something out.
I have no idea what to do.
Or
about
maybe
this.
Pierce. Necromancy isn't exactly my specialty.
He's like, it's not mine either.
She's not dead, so I can't do anything. As I finish crawling down back to the ship.
So, I would bring this up to Kenna and Jacobs. I was like, well, guys, So, the ship's acting like a real ship, and she's a real girl. If she becomes a dead real girl, what happens to the ship?
Huh. Yes, and now that she has fully taken over the ship, is this going to be like this forever? Like, is the ship no longer have its ethereal capability? What's that?
I don't know.
And I didn't hear what Pierce said.
We did not get our cake or get to eat it.
No. Well, we got some crumbs. We can eat those.
Like all those shitty cakes that have nuts in it, you just got that part.
It's
No,
a
we
raisin
got-
cookie.
No, here's where you're wrong. We got the ingredients to a really good cake.
Yeah.
Now we just have to put in the work to bake it.
All right.
Exactly.
So we have to figure out the recipe.
Problems have solutions.
All right.
And this is a very interesting problem.
I mean, you can call it that. It's also quite frustrating.
Aren't we on the way to see dragons? Like,
That's what makes it interesting.
no discount to Kenna here, but they're beings of pure magic, right?
I'm gonna glare at you. I am a fae. What do you think they are?
Fair point.
Although you
Different beings of magic.
correct in the crudest sense.
Well, is Fey magic the same as dragon magic?
No.
Well,
That's probably the worst headache right now. That stupid headache where you're talking to people so far below you, where you just immediately get a throbbing headache.
Better beings of magic. Got it.
But now I'm in
I
the
bet they know how to fix this.
They know.
but now I'm in a predicament where I want the dread pool to have its full capabilities, but I don't want my friend to be trapped in it unwillingly.
Can I think of a magical solution to this problem with my knowledge of things?
There's probably several solutions that honestly exist in different varieties, different flavors that you could end up with. A couple of the problems is that because she is a being of a different multiverse, you are unsure of those spell effects. A great person to talk to would be Maylene,
Right. Yeah.
because her magic is from that universe, so she may have access to something more.
That's the one I know, right?
Yep. Well, that's the one you decide to crash your ship into
No
your garden.
boats.
What?
Yeah, your little boat. Like that's like the opening session where you crashed your little rowboat into her sanctuary.
Yeah. But I thought I had met her before. I was like, "Hey, it's you."
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
So I guess like I might even mention that too. Like, hey, don't we know someone with magic from our world?
so, yes, Maylene would be a good option. So in the short term though, if she's on the ship, which I mean she's kind of linked to the ship, it can't, or like its ethereal form is anchored here.
Yes.
If her physical body was on the ethereal plane, would that?
Well, that's one of those effects that trying could be bad. It could
Right.
potentially. There's potential that may fix it. You guys might also all just plunge into the water as the ship disappears.
I don't like that option.
Can't you fly?
Oh.
Yes, planes of motion.
Also, we would have to
There's a
find
lot.
the ship then.
What's that?
Well, I suppose you could call it back.
Yes.
You're not sure of the effects. It's a very
Probably not something we should experiment with while we're in the middle of a very large ocean.
Yeah, and I also want to point out that there's like to the west of you is several different planes of existence that you have to pass through to get here.
Yeah.
So
So wait, where are we? Are we in
the dead center of the ocean.
But are we in Olesia still?
We're on the material plane.
Yep.
And in ours, like the one that we are supposed to be on.
Yes, actually, this is. I'm really glad you actually said this, Mike, because this is the perfect opportunity. We haven't gotten there yet, but we're reaching the point where there's gonna be 2 material planes here soon.
What?
And Kenna would actually be starting to sense this, actually.
Yeah, so we're not quite on Olesia.
Yes, so out of game knowledge, really quick, the different multiverses are eventually going to be different material planes.
The
This
material
is
plane is infinite.
This is the prime material plane. There's more than one material plane.
Just like the
There
sun.
will be.
Shit.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Hmm.
but I'm just wondering if like Greg can get to us from here. Or,
Teleportation. I would hazard to guess that you would require interplanar teleportation to get from here back to Olesia.
RCs.
Yeah, to simply put the current situation you guys are in, there is currently just one material plane, so the other ones don't exist yet.
Okay.
None of the events to create that event has not happened yet, but I just want to give you guys a heads up because it's going to get really confusing if I don't explain that right now.
Okay. So I guess I would try to summon Greg as like a just for the hell of it and realize that he can't get here.
Test.
Who's Greg again?
The turtle, the dragon turtle.
Oh yeah. No, he can't get here.
Right. So then I'd be like, oh, well, shit.
So I think there are solutions to the problem, but they aren't ones that we should test right now.
Yeah,
I think
there's
we'll have to do without etherealness for a little while.
Well,
That's the price that we pay for taking both pieces.
that's all right. I'll eat this soggy cake.
You had your cake. It was just dunked in the water first.
Yep.
Been sitting in a bathtub for a day.
Thrown up the wall.
Oh, it's got soap in it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it was a bubble bath too for sure.
Used that.
Yep.
Aresis, I am going to try my damnedest to rectify this situation and give you the best future that I can. It's the least you deserve. Yep. I have no idea what she's saying. I need a druid on this fucking ship.
You had like the original Smith was a druid,
Oh,
but you killed him
damn it.
because you couldn't tell the difference between the undead and the dead one.
Fuck.
Or the live one and the undead one, so you just killed the wrong guy accidentally.
Pierce, can you speak Sylvan?
I can cast comprehend language.
Okay. Damn. I was gonna say, if you could speak Sylvan, I'm pretty sure Jacobs would be the only person on this ship who doesn't speak Sylvan.
Yeah.
I think all of your crew knows it and everything, just you never bothered to learn.
Yep. I read the creaks like the Matrix. Like I don't actually learn the language. I know what I'm hearing.
You feel it in your bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, to you it's more like druidic, where it's just you just know it.
Yep.
You can't teach it to someone, but you
More empathic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like I know the gist of what's being creaked, but I can't articulate it.
Yep.
Or you take it the way you want to take it.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that, but most of the time I think I'm reading it right.
Yep.
I guess Pierce, could you give one of these slack-jawed idiots the ability to tell me what the ship is saying? I think I killed my last druid.
Smithy's like, I'm still here, sir. I just don't have my magic.
Oh, so you are still around.
Yes, the ship is cursed.
Well, you just haven't spoken up for decades.
Sir, when I speak to you, you kill me. As if your gun pointed at him.
Yeah, shut up. That's not the point.
Did I speak to you?
So, with the humor aside of poor Smithy and the food, comprehend language. I believe you can cast on other people. So, yes, technically. So good, Kenno.
I mean,
Yeah,
You just want a translator. I can translate.
yeah, but I mean more of a permanent. Like, give me a undead zombie that speaks Sylvan.
Oh.
Only Sylvan.
Not only Sylvan. That doesn't help.
Yay, monkey's paw.
Yeah,
I love this play group.
yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, here you can have one of my starlings. They speak Sylvan.
But only
Yep.
that doesn't help. Ah, you people, you magical motherfuckers.
Also, you can't have one. They would not like to stay here. It's very dreary.
Oh, yeah, some fire starlings on a fucking boat.
Yeah, they would probably set it on fire.
I would just sink and then be fine. Anyway,
Yes.
shall we forward ho with no ethereal go?
Yes. We should probably also keep an eye out for that hunter.
Indeed.
Don't know how far the bounds of its territory is, but
I do want to say you never saw it in the material plane.
okay.
It does seem to be locked within that kind of strip of planar travel areas.
If we go through another ribbon of planes, then we might run into trouble. I'll keep an eye out for that.
With your general knowledge, it is extremely unlikely that there's another one of those.
It seemed to be the hunter, is what you said. It
Yep.
was like the, so.
Right.
Yep.
One.
Alright, Rock has a question for Jacobs.
Mm.
Just working off a hunch here. How fast are we going?
300 miles an hour. I don't know. It says 300 speed. That's all I.
It's very fast.
Yeah, but
It's
are
feet
we?
per round.
It does travel at 300 feet per round when it's flying.
Well, it's
And now
still
you're-
it still should be like, you know, the fucking Black Pearl, like one of the
It
fastest
is,
ships.
it is still exceptionally fast for a ship, yes.
Yeah.
Not as fast though. Probably.
No, no.
Yep. You would definitely, like, the very first thing you would notice when you take, like, the wheel, you're like, alright, let's do this. You're like, oh, fuck, this is slow.
Let's see what she's got. You ain't got much.
Yep.
All right, looks like we have to actually do some real sailing. Unfurl the mainsail, get those things out, do the stuff.
That was literally sick because you don't remember the word.
Yep. It's been too long.
I haven't actually been on the waves in long so long.
Yep.
Chicken, God of the Sea gets seasick.
Yep. Like, oh, this is such a pain in the ass.
I hate the water.
I hate oceans.
I hate ocean.
Give the gods, I could just skip it.
Became the God of the Sea, so you don't have to deal with it.
So I could just skip across the ocean.
Yep.
I mean, my whole time here, I was chasing this damn ship on a real boat, and so
Yep.
I got used to it again.
Yep.
I got used to actually sailing.
The good news is that you're very close, actually. You're less than a week out from the Dragon Isles, and thankfully, you are a good enough navigator that you knew where you were the entire time in terms of where you were thinking you were going.
Nice.
So, it's not so much an issue, just basically heading east is all you're really doing, and you're able to do that without any problems. The sea is also very calm out here compared to typical ocean like you're used to around Olesia, because there's no shore or anything affecting some of the waves, and because there's probably some level of magic going on, it's mostly calm waters. There isn't even a storm in the sky unless Rock decides to try and call one.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I will bring you all on over to make sure I got the right map here. There you go. So you catch sight of land Land ho!
Shut up, Smith.
Right, sir. And like you hear the ship creaking. He's like, "I know, right?"
Holy balls, that's far away.
Yes.
That's way too far to be telling me anything.
Well, that's
Damn,
not your actual current location.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you are much, 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 much closer.
All right, that's better.
Good job.
Yep.
He did that on purpose, just to be a dick.
Yep. There, now we can actually see the damn thing.
Actually, you're even closer than that. Actually, you're about there. I just wanted to give you guys a general scale so you understand.
How big?
Yeah, the actual where you guys started is actually basically where that line is, the ribbon.
Oh.
So now you have a general understanding of how far Dragon Isles is from that ribbon, which is, I think, if I remember correctly, it's like right around 750 feet or 800 feet or so. Yeah. Or miles. Feet.
Yeah, I'm like,
Christ.
you mean miles?
Just a stone's throw away.
Go for a quick sail, disappear forever.
You know? I mean, you could hit a baseball over there.
Yeah.
Rock definitely could.
Right.
Like the hunter sitting in the water and just like a baseball flies out of nowhere and hits it in the head. It's just like, goddamn dragons.
Last year it was golf balls.
That's what caused the destruction to her ship. Is just golf balls raining from the sky. It's like little meteorites. So
They actually do enter the atmosphere and set on fire.
So you guys see land officially.
Sealand.
Would you guys like to attempt to circle the island to try and gather some information? It will take quite a while because it is a pretty big island. Like this is basically a continent.
Do we want to go just like take a quick how does this queue? Like maybe just go to there. And then like, you know, not circle the whole thing, but just check a little bit of it out.
Okay, that's what you want to do?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Sure.
So, yeah.
What's kind of land is it like environment wise?
You mostly see tropic type weather. Damn it, that's not what I meant to do at all.
I bet it's not. All right, so as you enter the pink square of death.
It didn't need a triangle.
Yep.